Hey, Shalom, I want to start off souls by giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors post GMS and honesty brothers that are doing the work in truth, more sincerity. It's something that I noticed when I was doing another video just earlier on, right, about how Paul was a Roman, Greek, and Hebrew speaking Jew Benjamite, right? Which is why you gotta be spiritual when you therefore read Acts 10. No, because people just see the word Italian band and they get completely confused. Oh, that means he was a so-called white man, right? When that's just not the case. Like I said, Paul was a Roman, Greek, and Hebrew-speaking Jew Benjamite, right? So this is Acts 21:37. This is, and as Paul was led to be in the castle, he said unto the chief captain, I speak unto thee, who said, canst thou speak Greek? Right? So Paul was able to speak Greek, right? It says verse 39, says, but Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarshish, a city in Cilicia, right? In fact, Asia Minor, corresponding to present-day province of Adana, Turkey, right? So Paul was from where is today modern Turkey, right? Citizen of no mean city. But people say, oh, but how can you say you got Jakes in Turkey, Israelites in Turkey? Right? It says, a citizen of no mean city, and I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people. And we had given him license. Paul stood on the stairs and beckoned with the hand unto the people. And when he had made a great silence, he spake unto them in the Hebrew tongue. So he can speak Greek and he can speak Hebrew, showing that he was a man of learning, a man of understanding. And that's another, video that I want to do at some point as well, about how as Israelites, we're people of understanding. There's nothing, in terms of education and wisdom that we should not be able to do, right? So you see, like I said, Paul was, was able to speak Greek, he was able to speak Hebrew, right? It says, Acts 22:26, is when the centurion heard that, he went and told the chief captain, saying, take heed what thou doest, for this man is a Roman. Right? It says, then the chief captain came and said unto him, tell me, art thou a Roman? He said, yea. And the chief of the captain, and then it goes on. But basically here, Paul is now saying he's a Roman. But what does this also go in? This also goes into, being wise as a serpent, man. You get that real quick. Right, this is Matthew 10:16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Right? Because Paul's like, shit, I'm in a pretty, dodgy situation. I'm in a dodgy predicament. How am I going to get myself out of this position? Right? So he basically like, because they were going to beat him, right? Because I was like, shit, what did you say? Let me just go up there real quick. Verse 24 is, the chief captain commanded him to be brought into the castle, and bade that he should be examined by scourging, that he might know wherefore they cried so against him. Because when he was speaking to them, he was speaking in the Hebrew tongue, as you see that, right? In fact, Acts 21 leads into Acts 22. Where were we? Right? So they was trying to find out what he said that pissed off all the people, and they were gonna beat him. And Paul was like, look, hey man, shit, I'm a Roman citizen. I might as well, use that to my advantage. And then they didn't beat him after that, man. In fact, it goes on to say, verse 29, then straightway they departed from him which had examined him, and the chief captain also was afraid, after he knew that he was a Roman, and because he had bound him. So they're like, oh shit, she's Roman? Oh fuck, that's a bit fucked up. Sort of like how if Americans are over there in Afghanistan land, right, and then they basically start jacking up someone, and it's like, but what you doing, man? I'm an American citizen. After that they might think twice, like, oh, shit, this comes back to us, and we're a bit fucked up. Right, it's just all about using wisdom at the end of the day, right? Our name is Jacob. That's what Esau said. Is he not rightly called Jacob? Right, it says Philippians 3:5 says, circumcise the 8th day of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, and Hebrew of the Hebrews, and as touching the law, a Pharisee, right? So Paul was a Benjamite, man. Right, he was a Benjamite. He had Roman citizenship. He was able to speak Greek and what do you call it? He was able to speak Greek and Hebrew, right? Of Tarshish, Sicily, Cilicia, right? Which, as we saw, right, an ancient region on the coast of Southeast Asia Minor, corresponding to the present-day province of Adana, Turkey, right? So in what is modern-day Turkey, right? So like I said, then you go to Acts 10, and all of a sudden, all that goes out the window. All that goes out the window, you know. Now, because he's in Italy, he has to be in, what do you call it? He has to be a Edomite. You know, if Paul was a bit part player in the scriptures, and it says, oh, well, you see Cilicia, that's a place of modern day Turkey, he must be an Edomite. That's what people would say. Right? But yeah, I mean, that's, you know, but brothers, we've gone, you know, maybe go through this again sometime, you know, it's a breakdown of Acts 10. You know, like I said, I touched on it in the video I just did as well, right? But you know, it's just, like I said, that's why you got to be spiritual about things. Right? This is Romans 8:16. It says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Right? So, like I said, you see guys that, you know, you don't, you know, you think they're heathens at first, right? But then maybe they'll speak, or they'll do something, or they'll dance, or whatever. You know, you see, not shit, man. This person's hella intelligent, and you know, they got a spirit with it, right? You're gonna be like, shit, yeah, maybe mine is Jake. You know, my favorite example is Hans Zimmer. Man just looks like a straight up Edomite, but he's a Jake. Man, if you're making a bad boy film, you'll call him Hans Zimmer, man. You'll call him Hans Zimmer because he's like the best in the industry, man. You watch Kung Fu Panda, that was Hans Zimmer. Well, I thought that score was by some Chinese boy, but it turns out it was actually Hans Zimmer. Yet he knew how to get all up into them instruments. Right, so with that, Lords, all you were edified. It's supposed to just be a quick one. With that, I'm going to say shalom.